Let's solve one example of rational equations. We have here x squared over x minus 3 plus 3 equals 3x over x minus 3. To help us solve this easily, we can clear our denominators first. So we simplify our denominator. We clear our denominator by getting the LCD. So looking at our denominator, we only have x minus 3, right? So that means that our denominator is, our LCD is x minus 3. Okay. Let's write our LCD here. LCD x minus 3. Multiplying both sides by x minus 3. Now we have this expression. Since we have two terms here on the left, we must use distributive property there. And that means we have x, let's say x minus 3 times your x squared over x minus 3. And we also have 3. So what goes after x squared minus, over x minus 3? You have plus your LCD, which is again x minus 3. Let's write that again. X minus 3 times your 3. You see, we've distributed x minus 3 to the left side. We have to multiply x minus 3 times your x squared over x minus 3. Let me write that clearly. And then we have multiplied x minus 3 to 3. So we have this left side. To our right side, we have, we just copy that. There's only one term on your right side. We have 3x over x minus 3 times your x minus 3. Let me change the color here so that you recognize that that's the expression. All right, next, we can clear our denominators now by cancellation. You can cancel your x minus 3 there, also your x minus 3. And we are left with these numerators. And we need to simplify our numerator. And that means we have x squared here plus your x minus 3 times 3. By distributive property there, we can multiply that, right? So let's do that later. Let me just write everything here. Equals 3x. Now it's time to multiply. We can get rid of our denominator. Your parentheses, I should say. We can get rid of your parentheses by multiplying. From your left side, we have x squared plus, by distributive property, you have here 3x minus 9. That's equal to 3x. All right, let's just use parentheses there. We can enclose that with parentheses, because if this is minus, then we have to change the signs. Okay, but there's no change needed here, right? So we simply put here x squared plus 3x minus 9 equals 3x. Combining like terms, you see that the result here is a quadratic equation, because the highest degree here is 2. So we can simplify it. Putting everything on the left side, we get rid of 3x on the right side. That means we subtract both sides by 3x. And the result here, what's the result? You have x squared. Of course, this one is 0 now. Cancel that. and this is minus 9 equals 0. We can cancel this. And we have a difference of squares on the left side. We have x squared minus 9 equals 0. That's a difference of squares. So we have two factors. We can find this by simply getting the square roots of your x squared and 9. So what's the square root of x squared? X. And the square root of 9 is 3. So we have minus 3 plus 3. Oh, that should be 0, not 9. Okay. Setting each factor to 0, we can solve for your x. Let's see if we can accept both as values for your x. So x minus 3 equals 0, or your x plus 3 equals 0. What's your x here? First equation, plus 3 plus 3. You have x equals 3. How about the other one? Minus 3 minus 3. Your x is equal to negative 3. But let us check. Can we say that 3 and negative 3 are solutions? You have to check your denominator. Right? Given your denominator here, x minus 3, let's see if we can accept both 3 and negative 3. Your denominator must not be 0 when we plug in your values for x. So let's check 3. If your denominator is 3, that means that the expression is undefined, and we are avoiding any expression that will make this equation undefined, or any of the denominator 0. So let's check 3. Let's check 3. If your x is 3, what happens to your denominator? Let's say 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So that means we can't accept 3. We cannot write that 3 as a solution. It's restricted. How about negative 3? Let's check negative 3. When your x is negative 3, what happens to your denominator here? Negative 3, well, let's say I have here negative 3 minus 3. What's that? Negative 6. It's not 0. That means negative 3 is a solution. So you have to check your values. So this one is not a solution. So which one is a solution? The only solution we have is, all right, negative 3. So our solution is negative 3. In order to write our solution, we can enclose this solution with braces. We say that that's your solution set. There's only one element in your solution set, and that is negative 3. So you check your values. After finding the values of x, check your values.